there, my name is Rick Hines. I'm the Product Development Manager for Amplifiers, and I'm here playing the new Bassbreaker 30R. This amplifier goes back to the Bassbreaker 15 as far as its roots. The 15 was very popular in the line, and it was because it had a great tone, it was super flexible, great EQ, and it had 3 different gain stages. But we listen to players. We listen to them when they say, hey, I love this, but what if you did this, and what if you did that? That's really what the 30R is we're taking all the elements that we know people love from the Bassbreaker line and accentuating it and making it louder and more versatile. So let's get into it. The Bassbreaker 30R is an all-tube amplifier. It has 4 EL84 tubes, which have that unmistakable clarity and definition in the top end and sparkly, but they sound great when you crank the amplifier. It has very, very sensitive EQs on both the clean and the dirty channels. That's the one thing that we learned from the 15 is people asked us, instead of having a switch that goes between clean, dirty, and more dirty, could you have that foot switchable? So with the 30R, we did that. We have the first channel, which has got its own 3-band EQ, so it's got bass, middle, and treble, and volume, and that's your great clean. And then when you switch to the second side, it has its own EQ as well, so bass, middle, and treble. So you can set those differently depending on the clean and the distortion that you want. The nice thing on the secondary channel is you have a secondary foot switch that you can use with the amplifier that actually gives you more gain. So you can pretty much use it for clean, rhythm, and then your lead sound. The 30R also features hall reverb for both channels, and we went with hall reverb as opposed to tube reverb because with traditional Fender amplifiers, it's great for cleans, but sometimes when the amp gets distorted, it can get in the way of the tone. We felt that by using this, even when you're playing high gain, your sound is always pure and true, and the reverb never gets in the way. The 30R also features a Celestion V-type speaker. We realize that for a lot of modern players, having an effects loop is essential, so we've included it with the amplifier, so any of your time-based effects will sound great when you're playing even in the high gain modes. We know a lot of folks like to record at home, and sometimes volume is an issue. So we've included an XLR direct out with speaker emulation and ground lift, so you can record directly to your recording station at home, get great tones, and not have to worry about upsetting your neighbors or family. It's important to note that both channels of the Bassbreaker 30R have very interactive EQs, so you can really fine-tune the sound you're looking for, whether it be country, rock, or metal. So I'm going to be playing on channel 1, and I've got the EQ set roughly at noon, and the volume up at about 3 o'clock. And you'll see in all positions on the guitar, it has a really nice top end and sparkle. Okay, I'm going to switch over to channel 2. That's the distortion channel. I'm going to use the 2-button foot switch. As far as EQ goes, I'm setting it almost flat with EQs at noon, but I increased the bass and treble just a little bit more, maybe around 6. And then the gain's going to be at about 8 o'clock. Volume's at about 3. And I'll go through the pickups so you can hear all the different tones. Okay, now I'm going to engage the secondary button on the foot switch so I can get to the more gain part of the Bassbreaker. This is where you can actually use it as a lead boost, or if you're playing higher gain stuff, you've got all that extra kick from the extra gain stage. Let's check it out. So there you have it, the Bassbreaker 30R. For more information, go to fender.com and stay tuned for more videos.